Hi everybody, welcome to today's practice. Today we are going to do a little stretch for the quads. So if you're feeling really tight through your quads, this is a really great practice to do. We're going to start with what's called a couch stretch. So you're going to need like an ottoman or a couch. I'm going to use this bench. And what you're going to do is start, you probably want either a carpet or a yoga mat or something, blanket underneath your knee. So what we're going to do is put the foot up like this, get your knee as close to your bench or your ottoman as you can, put the other foot forward, and then rise up. Whew. And you can start kind of down, like with the hips forward and down, and then as you begin to kind of ease into it, you can bring your hips back a little bit. So we're just going to hold here and breathe. And as you breathe, think about creating some length through the quads. Slow, deep breaths. One more deep breath in and out. And then we're going to add in some movements of the arms. So bring your arms by your side, take a deep breath in, lift both arms up and down and up and down. One more time, up and down. This time just lift the one arm, the same arm that's on the side of the leg that's down, lift that up, and then you're going to lean over. So what I mean by that is, if you were watching me from the front, it would be like this, and we're going to lean over. We're sending the ribs and the hips out to the side. So you're going to lift the arm up and then lean. Think about slightly tucking your tailbone under, and that'll give you even more of a stretch. Whew. And release. We're going to do the other side. We'll go right into it. So put that knee as close to your bench or your ottoman as you can and rise up. You can start, as I said, with hips forward. If you go hips forward, just want to think about lifting your chest. Don't sink into it because that can kind of crunch your low back. So just holding here and breathing. Just noticing what's going on this side versus the other side. And we'll add in the arms, lifting up and down. And up and down. Big breath in and out. Last time, in and out. Then we're going to lift the arm that's on the same side as the lower leg and then reach up and over in the opposite direction, sending your ribs and your hips out to that side. Thinking about tucking the tailbone under. Whew, and release. All right, from here, we'll get rid of this. Now we will stand. Let's do the right leg together. So you're going to stand, grab hold of that foot, stand really tall, and think about having a neutral spine. So what we want to try to avoid is like arching through the back too much, like this is a deep arch. Instead, try to get as tall as you can. Think about your knees intending to touch or actually touching. And think about tucking your tailbone under. That's going to give you a nice focus on the quadricep muscles. Go ahead and switch sides. Tuck the tailbone under, think about knees together, think about standing really tall, soft little micro bend of that standing leg. Great, release, then come down onto all fours. And then from here, we're gonna take the hands out in front of us a little bit, send the hips forward, look up, exhale, reach the hips back to the heels, curl your toes. Breathe and come forward, hips down, collarbones broad, look up, exhale, curl your toes, send your hips back to your heels. And when you curl your toes, really push some weight into all 5 toes on each foot. Come forward with the hips, collarbones broad, little micro bend of the elbows, look up, and then hips go back to the heels with toes curled and really put some pressure in the feet so you get a stretch across the bottoms of the feet. Last time, hips forward, collarbones broad, look up. Exhale, send the hips back to the heels, curl the toes. From here, we're gonna step the right foot forward, rise up. Now, if this doesn't feel great for your knee, you can just bend, pull the yoga mat back for a little padding. Then you're gonna tuck your tailbone under. So tuck the tailbone under and see if you can find a stretch through the top of the quads, maybe even into the hip flexors. And then reach the arms out in front. Pretend you're holding like a big basket of goodies and you're gonna push that basket away. So round your back a little as you push the basket away and think about tucking the tailbone even more. Whew. This should feel really nice through the quads, the quadricep muscles on that side, on that left side, and into the hip flexors. Now we're gonna add a little bit of a twist. So breathe in and maintain this position of the spine as you open up the right arm. I know it's gonna feel a little funky, but open that up, twist, exhale back to center 2 more times. Breathe in and twist, back to center last time. Breathe in and twist, back to center. No, I lied. 1 more time, hold it here, and then reach your right arm towards your left heel and lift that left arm up. And really imagine someone's trying to help you up by pulling at that left wrist. And that should feel really nice through the quads on that left side. Gently release. We're gonna bring right knee down, left foot forward. Again, tucking the tailbone under. Just noticing what's happening on this side. For me, not as much on this side as I have on the left side. So I just know that that side, that left side is tighter than the right. So just notice what you notice. And then once again, find that basket, push the basket away, give it away to somebody. Tuck your chin, round your upper back, reach your arms away from you, tuck the tailbone. Ooh. And then breathe and open up the left arm. And release. Open it up, breathe in, and release. Now, as you breathe in and open up, you want to be sure that your left knee stays right where it is. Don't let it waver to the left. Good, then last time. And then reach your left hand towards your right heel and reach that right arm up. And imagine someone's pulling you by the wrist, lifting you up as you're tucking the tailbone under, but also leaning back and reaching up at the same time. Oh my gosh. And release. Wow. All right, both knees down. You're gonna bring your hands to your low back, fingers pointed down. So I'm like here, elbows back behind you. And then tuck the tailbone, send the upper body back, but then lift up out of the chest. You don't wanna just like sink into it. You wanna be like lifting up, holding here. And release. Great. Bring the right foot back out in front. Breathe in, send the hips forward, lean back, look up. Exhale, send the hips back as you dig that front heel into the ground. Wave your toes side to side. Breathe in, tuck the tailbone under, look up, lift up. Exhale, send the hips back. Little wave of your front foot. One more time. Forward with the hips, look up, lift up. Exhale, send the hips back. Neutral spine, give your right foot a little wave. Let's do the other side. Whoa. Hips go forward, arms go up, head goes back, lift up out of the chest, and then dig your front heel into the ground. Give a little wave of that foot. Breathe in, lift up, hips forward, tuck your tailbone under, and send the hips back. Little wave. One more time. Lift up, look up, lean back, and then hips go back. Little wave of that front foot. Great. Then we'll release. And from here, in a kneeling position, let's take the left foot out to the side. Right hand goes down. Reach this left arm up and over and send your hips as forward as you can. So from the side, I want it to look like this rather than this. You don't want to have your butt back behind you. Again, thinking about tucking the tailbone even here, and that should help you to feel something nice through there. And then you're going to rise up, put this hand down on the leg, reach up and over, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Send the hips forward, tuck the tailbone, rise up. Good, last time. Oh, rise up. Other side. Right leg out to the side, left hand down. Right arm comes up and over. Send the tailbone under. Rise up, reach. Hand comes down, arm by your ear, tuck the tailbone, lean back a little with your upper body. Oh, feels so good. Last time coming up. Reach back. Nice. Now we're going to come down to the ground. When your quads are really tight, it can kind of pull on the positioning of your pelvis, which can make your mid erectors, which are the long muscles on either side of your spine, in the middle of those, it can make them kind of tight. So we want to do a little twist to just make sure that they're not becoming too stiff. So hug your knees into your chest and then roll over to your right side. Then stack your arms and then open up that left arm and look out over your left shoulder. You can take your right hand and put a little pressure on that top left leg, push it down and kind of pull it towards your right elbow, and that'll help your left shoulder to get further towards the ground or get deeper into a twist there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth with a sigh. Go. Let's do that one more time. Big, deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth with a sigh. And then roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest again. Tuck your chin, lift your head and shoulders off the ground, and see if you can lengthen your tailbone here. Can you reach your tailbone towards the ground? Nice. And then release and roll over to your left side. Stack the arms and then reach the right arm up and over to the right. Take your left hand, put a little pressure on that right leg. Oh, I just got a nice crack in the back. And you're going to pull that knee towards your left elbow so you can get a little bit deeper into that twist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Go. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last time. Full breath in. Come back to center. Place your feet down on the ground, feet about hip distance. You're going to press through your heels, lift your hips just so that you're making like a straight but diagonal line from your, armpits to your knee. So what I don't want is for you to go so high. I want you to kind of make one straight line. Don't let that line arc. Then think about tucking your tailbone under here, seeing if you can begin to activate through the glutes, give you a little bit more support as you move through the rest of your day, and kind of that'll help to take the stress off the quads. Oftentimes the quads are like feeling so tight because they're compensating for the glutes not really working as hard as they should be working. And the glutes really should be working hard because they're the biggest muscle in the human body. We're going to lower down, tap the hips, get right back up for 5. Squeeze the glutes hard. Lower down super slow. And then squeeze the glutes hard. And keep that squeeze as you lower down. 3. Squeeze hard. Continue to squeeze as you lower the glutes. Tap them and get right back up. 2. Lower, lower, lower. Keep that squeeze. 1. And let's do one more just for the fun of it. Lower, 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 lower. And up. Whew. Now I got a nice burn in the glutes. All right, now we're gonna roll over to the side and rise up to a seated position. Whew. That is our practice today. Thank you so much for doing this little stretch with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought by leaving a comment down in the comment section below. If you have any requests for future videos, let me know, because I'm always happy to help out. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I try to put out new videos every week. And you can also find me at Yoga by Candace on Instagram, and I'm also now on TikTok. Hope to see you soon.